I'm sorry I didn't post for the last 4 days. I have a little bit to catch up. So I went to some kind of retreat place, and even though I was working and doing a lot of things, I was kind of connected much more with myself and went through quite a journey. And so I actually made some videos. I was sharing a lot my struggle with the concept of success. What did I actually manage to accomplish in my life so far? About all the blockages that stopped me from allowing success to manifest fully in my life. But my state was very much charged with this struggle, let's say, with all these challenges. And so when I was editing them, I just felt, okay, I cannot post this like this. So today I decided to come back to these daily posts and to share from a completely different place with a bit of more perspective and a better state what were my conclusions from that process. You know, sometimes we have this tendency to think that our happiness lies in some kind of future, when I will achieve that, or when I will have this, or when these certain conditions will be fully present in my life. And I was completely stuck in this kind of mental games, let's say. There were problems everywhere. And then in the middle of me dragging myself on the floor, being completely smashed with all kind of things, I fell in love. It was not with someone new. I fell in love with my boyfriend once again. But this time I feel in a far more deeper and profound way. And that changed everything. So all of a sudden, exactly the same setting, scenario, conditions, all the same external factors, and everything is great. No problems. The here and now is perfect with all the conditions I need for my evolution, with everything. I don't need to go somewhere else. I don't need to change country. I don't need to change work. I don't need to change anything because everything is just perfect. Which made it even more obvious that the only thing that needs to change is me. It's not the external factors. So if I would have managed to enter in this state of being in love before even, the mind wouldn't stand a chance. Because the mind is the one creating all these rational things, you know, all the super elaborated logic arguments of how I'm right, and of course I need to change something and I need to go somewhere and it will only be good and I will only be happy when I will have this and that. And then all of a sudden I actually have everything. Of course, this is a classic when you are in love. It made me realize a very important element, which is that if I would manage to live my daily life in this state of being ecstatic and fully open in my heart, then my whole reality would change, even though the external factors are still the same. But the way I would live and be in life would be completely different and much more worth it. And I feel this kind of touched the root of the lesson. Because by being aware of it, I don't associate necessarily this experience with him. You know, of course it was great, but in the sense that being aware of the mechanism, I have a chance, you know, to not depend on him, to not depend on, okay, we need more moments like this, or I need him to fall in love and to feel like this. No, okay, now I understand. Now I understand that if at will I manage to enter in that state, then it's like you're free. You're super free because you don't depend so much, or you're not so conditioned by external factors to feel happy, to feel whole, to feel in love, to feel good, you know, to feel So the question is, how can we enter in this type of state at will anytime? And for this, of course, there are many techniques specially explored in Tantra to be able to do this through different methods and different ways that might work with you and that you might feel more affinity with. Something super simple, like if you just close your eyes for a second and you re-invoke the moment, you know, when you are fully present in a moment that you were ecstatically in love, that you were ecstatically happy. And then you close your eyes and you connect to it again. And not just think about it, but you put emotion into it, you feel it, you don't just think it, you know. And you connect again with the emotions and with everything as if it's happening now. The thing is that I believe your mind cannot tell the difference. So shortly after, if you do it well and you do it intensely, you start to have exactly the same state as if it's happening now. Of course, if I would be already super sharp in my mental concentration, which by the way we need to go back to that point, I would just focus on the state and that's it. I would stay there. But yeah, we are here still. And I need help to, when I see that my mind is on again and going back, and you know, you almost feel you're going back to the normal level, then this is an excellent way for me to go up again without needing him even to do anything, because I can just re-invoke a moment that already existed. It's mine, no one can ever take that away from me, and I can tune into that and relive it as many times as I want, and believe me, I will do it many times, and go back to that state. So remember that in any kind of situation that you feel super challenged, you feel like you are in a big crisis, dying, you can always remember one of these moments, and as strange as it may sound, who knows, you might end up falling in love with death. This will shift your reality completely, even if the external conditions seem to be the same. The outside might be, but inside will be a completely different story. Thank you so much, and I'll be posting more videos very soon.